This is why you should be careful near ponds. There was a young couple who were in love and they planned to run away together and get married. They arranged to meet at midnight beside the lotus pond. The girl showed up on time and waited for the boy to arrive. She waited and waited for such a long time, but her boyfriend never appeared. When the girl was going back to the dormitory, she suddenly spotted her boyfriend with another female classmate. The girl was so distraught that she began to cry and cry. She went back to the lotus pond and threw herself into the water. She committed suicide by drowning. Sometime after that, another young couple agreed to meet late at night at the lotus pond. The boy was early, so he waited at the water's edge, pacing back and forth. Suddenly, he heard a female voice behind him say, "I asked you to meet me at midnight, didn't I?" The boy answered, "No." All of a sudden, two pale white hands emerged from the water and dragged him into the pond. He was drowned to death. Ever since then, at Chengchi, there is an unwritten rule. If you got to the lotus pond at midnight and you encounter a girl, do not answer her questions, do not even look at her, otherwise your life will be in danger.
This is why you should be careful with TV. A few years ago, in a small town in Spain, there was a married couple who had a 6-year-old boy. There was an old television in their son's bedroom and, every night, when he went to bed, he would insist on covering it with a blanket. His parents noticed his odd behavior and, one day, out of curiosity, they asked him, "Son, who do you always cover the TV at night?" The boy gave them a strange look and replied cryptically, "Because that's how they get in." His parents were confused and just dismissed it as childish superstition. One night, they went out to the theater and hired a babysitter to take care of the boy while they were away. After the play finished, the parents went to a bar for a drink and then returned home after midnight. To their surprise, they found the babysitter collapsed at the bottom of the stairs, crying hysterically. When they asked her what had happened, she looked up at them with terror in her eyes and said, "They took him away." The parents ran upstairs, and when they went into the boy's bedroom, they were horrified. Their son was nowhere to be found, and there was a trail of blood leading to the television.
Scary stories about Disneyland, except this one there's actual proof. One time a guy went to Disneyland and was waiting to ride the roller coaster on Space Mountain. He was standing in line when a guy with red hair came up to him and started talking to him. He seemed nice, but he was a little bit odd. But the thing is, when the ride was over, this red-haired man literally vanished into thin air. The guest reported this incident and was told that he was alone the entire time. This guest might have just encountered a ghost people know as Mr. One Way. Rumor has it that he's the ghost of a man who passed away while on the ride in the 1970s. He always vanishes right before the ride is over, and he likes to talk to people who are riding the roller coaster alone. People have also reported seeing him in the cast member locker rooms.